Do you know what can make a bartender hate you?
Ordering a cocktail with extra sweetness, an extra umbrella in your pina colada.
Nah, even worse.
Telling them how to make the drink, complaining it's not chilled enough.
Alright, this is not going anywhere. The worst is to order a Ramos Gin Fizz at 10 p.m. on a weekend at a busy bar.
So you mean the bartender's workout drink. Yes, I would only order that on a slow night, and that too if it's early, and that too if the bartender is not feeling too grumpy.
You are so gracious of you. It melts my heart. Anyway, returning to the cocktail, yes, there's some effort required to make this perfect one. Ramos Gin Fizz is a smooth, creamy, fluffy, white fairy that is nearly impossible not to like. Initially, it wasn't called so. When it was created in 1888, the bartender, who was also a preacher, called it the New Orleans Fizz after the city it was created in.
But Henry Charles Ramos, its creator, who was working at that time at the Imperial Cabinet Bar, he also preferred to call it the one and only. And it was an absolute instant hit. But the problem is the process was a little different from the other legendary cocktails. And he would deploy 20 bartenders and shaker boys dedicated solely to making this cocktail. And these boys were being paid $1 per shake. And in spite of this high price that he paid, he still wasn't able to keep up with the demand.
Exactly. And this was because it takes approximately 12 minutes to shake the perfect Ramos Gin Fizz and create the perfect cocktail with an upright vertical tower rising out of the glass. So, of course, you need several bartenders to shake and relay to not only have their arms fall off, but also to avoid their hands getting stuck to the frosted shaker.
So this is definitely out of our league to even try.
I completely agree with you. Huge respect for the barkeeps.
Much like us, no one else would attempt making it, and most would come running either to enjoy the cocktail or even better, just to witness the man behind the stick working his arms off. So owing to the success of the drink, Ramos opened another bar in 1907 called the Stag. And no surprise, the drink was an instant legend and it followed him there along with the people.
We're leaving the complicated parts of the history out and only focusing on the simpler stuff here. And in all of Ramos Gin Fizz telling, the simplest part is the list of ingredients. The recipe calls for Old Tom gin, which now has been replaced, lime and lemon juice, sugar syrup, orange flower water, egg white and cream, all dry shaken before shaken on ice, and then finally topped up with sparkling water, which creates this nice stiff white column rising out of the glass.
Well, on the 27th of October 1919, as the onset of the alcohol prohibition began in America, Ramos announced that he had served his last gin fizz. He had hung his apron when a staffer from the local daily had the nerve to approach him and ask him for the recipe. And who knows what mood Ramos was in, but luckily for him, he shared it.
When the prohibition was lifted in 1935, the Fairmount Hotel purchased the formal recipe from Ramos' son and trademarked it. However, no one could really match the original flavor and experience of the drink. Some say vanilla extract was the secret ingredient in the drink, but a lot of veterans who were involved in the older days of creating this drink categorically deny that.
So with or without vanilla extract, what if we were to try and make this drink between the two of us? Do you think we'll achieve it?
Well, I'm up for it. Do you think you can keep up in the relay? Do you have the patience?
I think the effort is even more than the skill or the expertise required. Plus, I'm feeling lazy.
That's the reason why I keep backups. And this time, it is a rather special one. Who doesn't know Devender Sehgal, India's proud export to Hong Kong and to the world of mixology? Now, he made his own take on Ramos Gin Fizz when he was working at Ellipsis in Mumbai. I absolutely adored his version. I have him not only to fix us one, but also give us some insider tips on how to get a Ramos Gin Fizz right.
That sounds like just the fix. Dave, take it away.
Bingo. Hello, my name is Devender Kumar, and Gagan, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to demonstrate one of my drink that I created in 2012. It's called Sequel 1824, which is the twist of a Ramos Gin Fizz. Here we have a little bit of orange flower water, vanilla syrup, about 22.5 ml, lemon and lime juice, half ounce each. I mean, it is one of those drinks which contains citrus and also the cream. It's one of the first drink actually, which is quite unique, but the way it came all together was amazing. We're gonna add the egg white, Saint Germain, about 22.5 ml, and about 50 ml of gin, and about, let's say, 40 ml of cream. Now, because you have egg white in it, you're gonna dry shake a little bit. And now with the ice. Let me take, because this requires a lot of hard shake, I have to take out my watch. You see how frothy it is? Have a look. Beautiful. Travel glass. And if you can just tap it so that everything flatten. And what you can also do, you can just keep it in the fridge to separate the fat and the liquid. And if you don't have time, you can just go on. Cheers.
Dave, you're a freaking rock star, buddy, and definitely engrossing and almost encouraging. But sorry, I'm still feeling way too lazy.
It isn't laziness, it is age. You know, age has happened to you, sir. And much like rising fluff on the Ramos Gin Fizz, I think you should also rise from your bed and go and get some workout.
Yes, fine. And the first rule of workout is to stay hydrated. So I'm going to get a GNT because a Ramos Gin Fizz or an RGF is still way out of my league to fix. And we leave that to the experts.
Are Magar,